Hello, everyone. This is Independent Conservative. Thank you all for joining me once again. So, Vice President Kamala Harris, the woman that's running for president of the United States, was being interviewed on NBC last night. And essentially, when asked was Joe Biden or is Joe Biden competent enough psychologically and mentally and cognitively to run the country, she essentially said, yes, he's very capable of running the country due to her supposedly firsthand account of his capabilities, if you will. Okay, yeah. So I have an audio clip of this interview, at least a portion of it. I'm hoping that you guys get a chance to be able to hear it. The reason why I say hope, because sometimes these little clips, audio clips, sometimes disappear all of a sudden. So, yeah, this is apparently what she said, okay? And we all know that that just can't be true, but we're going to find out. Let's see here. Yeah, let's see. This is absolutely insane. Yeah. So let's just get into this. Let's see what we got here.
Can you say that you were honest with the American people about what you saw in those moments with President Biden as you were with him again and again, repeatedly in that time?
Of course. Joe Biden is an extremely accomplished, experienced, and capable in every way that anyone would want if they're president.
And you never saw anything like what happened at the debate?
At one point, he was very capable. At one point, he was good. But clearly, from the time he got in until the time he was kicked out, okay, by the Democrats, his mental capacity has declined. Anyone with eyes to see should be able to recognize that. I don't care if you are a Biden supporter. Come on, let's quit playing games. But anyway.
Debate night behind.
We may add an error here.
Can you say that you were honest with the American people about what you saw in those moments?
There was an error
with
there.
President
Forgive
Biden
me for
as
that.
You were with him again and again,
He decided to
repeatedly
mess
in
up
that
on
time.
me.
Of course. Joe Biden is an extremely accomplished, experienced,
He once was,
and capable in every way that anyone would want if they're president.
And you never saw anything like what
He
happened at the debate
was.
night behind closed doors with him?
It was a bad debate. People have bad debates. He is absolutely.
But that's the reason why you're here, and he's not running for the top of the ticket.
Stupid.
Well, you'd have to ask him if that's the
Oh,
only
she's
reason
so. Oh my God.
What do you think?
Oh, this woman is dumb.
I am running for president of the United States.
That's
Joe
your
Biden is not.
That's your excuse. You running
And
for president.
my
of the United States.
presidency will be about bringing
Stupidity.
a new generation of leadership to America that is focused
these people,
on
man, I
the
swear.
work that we need to do to invest in the ambitions and aspirations of the American people.
It's a judgment question. That's why I ask. Can the American people trust you in these moments, even when it's maybe uncomfortable for Americans to level with Americans in that way? So that's why I ask. And it sounds like what you're saying is you feel like you never saw anything like that from President
She's
Biden.
lying.
I've worked with Joe Biden, hours and hours and hours over these 4 years, whether it be in the
So you couldn't
Situation Room
tell?
or the Oval Office. Joe Biden is the one who was able to.
Shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Just shut up. Because I can't take it anymore. I can't take it. I can't take it, man. I can't take it. I can't stand these people. I swear, man, these politicians get on my nerves. That's her excuse. Okay, now somebody may argue, well, okay, well, what's the big deal? Okay, what's they got to do with anything? What's they got to do with her? I mean, are you serious if you're asking that? I mean, well, let me be respectful. I don't want anybody to get upset. Okay, let me see. Okay. I feel that that's not a good question. What's they got to do with anything? So you mean it has a lot to do with it because it shows you just how dishonest and disingenuous she actually is. Okay, you mean to tell me as his vice president, you couldn't tell that he was mentally not where he needed to be? You couldn't tell. She said literally said that the debate that he had with Trump, it was a bad debate. Now, mind you, I did not watch that debate. I watched the debate between Trump and Kamala Harris, and I watched the debate between J.D. Vance and Tampon Waltz. But I didn't watch the debate with Biden and Trump, okay? I just saw clips of it and highlights of it. And what I saw and heard from Biden clearly wasn't a slip of the tongue in terms of he didn't know how to respond to Trump or whatever. Biden was, come on, man, come on. Stop it, just stop it. There was no way to hide. That debate was so bad, according to many sources, okay, that the Democrats saw that they had to get rid of Biden, that it wasn't going to work. That's why he was pushed aside by the Democrats. All right. Forget about the voters, Democratic voters. We don't care about what you think. We're going to push him aside, and we're going to put Kamala Harris up without the votes and consent of the people and make her the new nominee. Harris knew that, and everybody knew that. They got eyes to see. It's important for people to know, because I said this before in the previous video, if she's lying about that, she's going to lie about something else when she gets in office. Everybody is pooting and farting and snotting and being butthurt about Trump and him having these 40-something so-called punk felonies, which, man, I'm not going to get to all that bull crap. They're yipping and yapping about that, and here you is about to put a stone-cold liar and manipulator in office. Anybody that could have bothered to listen, and I didn't see the interview. I didn't see the interview or listen to the interview, and I couldn't listen to it. I couldn't stomach hearing her. I heard what I needed to hear. Anything else she would have said that might have been good means nothing. When you say something stupid like that, that cancels out everything that's supposedly good that she may have said. So I don't need to see the whole interview. All I need to see and hear is the dumb things she say, because that's what she does all the time. She cannot, and it has nothing to do with her race or her gender. It's just her. She lacks knowledge. She's just a goofball, man. She's a goofball. And people may get offended by that, but I don't know what else to put it. She's a goofball. We're going to put a goofball in office. Regardless of how people feel about Trump, if you put her, you're going to put a goofball in office who can't answer questions rightly. Here this woman is asking you a question, and basically almost based on what I can understand from the interviewer, she almost sounded frustrated. I'm talking about the interviewer by asking us, you mean to tell me you couldn't tell that? Basically say you couldn't tell Biden's mental faculties were declining. You couldn't tell? All this time this woman has been with this man over 3.5 something years, and you couldn't tell? You call that debate a bad debate? Come on, Kamala Harris. Come on now. Stop it. Stop it. Just stop it. The lies, the manipulation, the gaslighting. You know, it's just ridiculous how these politicians, and particularly these Democrats of today, are gaslighting the people. Everyone I'm just gonna be real with you, man. Everyone that's a Democrat supporter, you need to drop the Democratic Party. I'm serious, man. You need to drop them, because there's no conceivable reason why you would be voting for Kamala Harris in terms of her policies. You might be voting for her because you think she's black, which she's not. Somebody, one of my friends told me, and I had heard this already before, but a friend of mine said in the comments, she was like, Google the meaning of Kamala's name, and it means lotus. It's an Indian name. It's an Indian name. Why would a sister, right, have an Indian name? Nigga, please. I'm sorry, that just had to come out right there. Nigga, please. Please. Stop it. Stop it. She ain't black, homie. She ain't black, my soul sister. Stop supporting her. She's playing with you, man. She's playing with you just like she played with this interviewer. Lightweight, frustrating the interviewer. The interviewer, like, I'm asking you a simple question. Now you just doing all this bad debate? He had a bad debate? The man probably didn't even know where he was at I mean, I actually listened to the clip and I watched him. And he's looking, and he barely got the words out. And when they asked Trump to give a response, Trump looked over, and I'm pretty sure some of you saw that clip. Trump looked over and says, I have no idea what he just said. He probably doesn't know what he said. You know Trump's going to troll you. And that's what Trump said. He said, I have no idea what he said. He doesn't probably even know what he said. That's what Trump said. Because what did he say? And what I understand from other YouTube content creators who watched the entire interview, and I know these YouTube content creators weren't lying. Biden did this throughout the debate. They said it was horrible, horrible. The mainstream media tried to cover it up, but you can't cover. Look, you can't put perfume on doo-doo. The stink is gonna come up either way. You might smell the perfume for about 3 or 4 seconds. After a while, the stink, which is more intense than the perfume, is going to come up through the perfume fumes and knock you the heck out. You cannot put perfume and cologne and deodorant and all this other stuff on boo-boo. It doesn't work. The stink will come up eventually. And that's exactly what it was with Biden during that so-called debate. He was talking doo-doo was coming out that man's mouth, and the mainstream media and Harris are trying to cover it up with perfume. And it just keeps coming up. It keeps stinking every time you talk. It keeps coming up, making people want to gag and vomit. Shut your mouth. Shut up. Kamala, stop. Stop talking. You keep doing this, and I want you to do this. Stop talking, Kamala. Seriously. I mean, like, seriously, boo-boo. If she gets in office, I'm going to be embarrassed, man. I'm telling you, I'm going to be embarrassed. I'm going to be embarrassed, bro. I'm going to be embarrassed, man. I really will be embarrassed. But let me say this for good news, okay? For those of you who believe in God, believe that God is a sovereign, and you're born again, spirit and dwell believers, God is in control no matter what, okay? He's in control. What God has for you is for you, and it doesn't matter who gets in office. What God has for you is for you. He's in absolute sovereign control by either causing things to happen or consciously allowing them to happen. It's not going to stop what God has for you. And you, ultimately, if you want something, you got to go out and get it, regardless of who's in office. Okay? It may be some hindrances due to the policies of these individuals, but that doesn't mean it's going to stop you from being all that you want to be according to the will and plan of God. You got God on your side, you got the best thing on your side. The book of Romans chapter 8, I'm going to a little sermon here. The book of Romans, for those who are Christians that's watching this, the book of Romans chapter 8 says, if God be for you, who can be against you? And if Harris gets in office and starts pushing these crazy policies that are designed to destroy this country, okay, if God be for you, and he is, who can be against you? God is more for you than all of these liberal, far left liberals and communists and Marxists are against you. If God wanted to, he could wipe them all out with a spoken word. But he allows them to keep living because he wants them to get saved. Okay? But anyway, yeah. This is ridiculous, man. Come on, Kamala. You keep talking and talking. But I wanted to end the video on that note because, yeah, it needs to be said. It needs to be exposed what Kamala is talking about here in this interview, because anybody with eyes to see should have been able to see that Biden, from the beginning, when he first got in until now, he was in a mental decline. Black conservatives and white conservatives have been saying that for the longest. This man is not where he needs to be mentally, even when the first time he got in office. We already saw that. We already saw he was declining. And now he's been outed out, kicked out, booted out by the Democrats. Democrats, if you want to call them that, okay? And they have put the fake Kamala Harris up in there without the votes of the people and without the support of the people. And this is what bothers me. After all of that, the Democrats kicked Joe Biden out without the consent of the people that voted for him, put Kamala Harris up without the consent of the people that voted for him, okay, the Democrats, And unfortunately, the people, a lot of them fell for it. And the reason why I say they fell for it, because the numbers are going up. I mean, they're neck to neck. Biden and Harris and Trump are neck to neck in certain instances. Why is that? That ought not be. The Democrats did a whammy on you, boo-boo. They did a whammy on you. And then the Democrat-controlled media patted Kamala on the behind, said, go ahead, girl. Go on, girl. You the best thing go ahead and do that. Do your thing. Go ahead, girl. And now she's been praised and elevated by the mainstream media, and y'all fell for it. You fell for the lying, manipulating Democrats who kicked your boy out of office, put this empty-headed moron up without your consent, and then took their mouthpiece, the mainstream media, and praised her to the point where you was like, oh, she got to be the one. She is the one. That's probably what y'all probably singing now. I'm just going to be real with you, man. Come on now. Come on. You're singing praises to a person who was put up there without your consent. I ain't going to go off. Let me calm down. Let me calm down. Yeah, I know people mad at me. I don't care, man. I don't care. I love doing this. I love talking about this type of stuff, as you can tell. But anyway, yeah, what do you think about this crazy interview? What do you think about Kamala Harris's excuse that Biden is perfectly capable of running the country? He's cool, he's good, and they didn't have any mental declines. Ooh. What do you think about that? You think she's lying? I think she's lying. I don't just think she's lying. I know she's lying. Leave a comment in the comment section below. Like, share, and subscribe to my channel. God bless you all. See you again.